Hey, what's up, guys? This is Wyatt
And Donovan.
from Shardly Playable, and we're going to be revealing a few of the new cards that we've been given to leak for the new set coming out next month. So the first one we got a 2-cast, instant-cast blue spell, Glacial Shuriken. So part of the Penguin archetype, it's an instant-cast stun target unit. Pretty simple, goes right along with the main concept that the Penguins have been showing so far. Stun all the units, draw cards, pretty clear and basic cut combo.
Yeah, it basically just goes with the rest of the cards. It does enable the ability because a lot of the cards do have abilities that say like if you attack with it and there's a stunned unit, like you get to destroy the unit, and this just helps enable those cards a lot more.
Yeah, I think it's just overall good because Penguins are kind of gearing up to be a very combo basic deck. There's not a lot of the Penguins outside of the instant cast 3-drop and the 4-drop that really do a whole lot on their own. Most of the Penguins, they either just stun or they do something if something is stunned. Only a couple of them have abilities that stun and do something. So having a basic card like this that you can play 3 of that enables those really good Penguin units, such as the one that when it attacks in battles, it can destroy a stunned unit. This enables those cards to be far more playable and usable.
Yeah, and it generally, as he said, enables those cards to be a lot more playable. It just fills in the gaps, especially if you have something like Mayu, where you can just recur this and still get more abilities from the rest of your Penguins. It definitely helps.
Yeah, I think Penguins are going to be something really fun to play in the next set. The art is really cool on this, honestly. This little incorporation of the weapons also being snowflakes, all of it just genuinely looks like a really nice card.
And I mean, they're ninjas, and ninjas are always cool. So the next card we were given is Marrow Slurper. Its survivability is expel a target unit from your opponent's discard zone, which obviously we know we have Bone Scavenger, which does the same thing. But the thing that makes this one almost what I feel a mandatory, at least side deck card, is you can pay 1 to discard the card and expel a target unit from your opponent's discard zone. So basically, you're not telegraphing the play you're trying to make because your opponent can play something like Yami, and then all of a sudden this just pops out of your hand, getting rid of what it targets.
Especially with it only being a pay 1, it makes it a lot harder of a card for players to read because, I mean, you could just be leaving 1 shard up because you didn't have any other 1-drops to play. So it's a much harder play for people to read in general. So it gives you a little bit more element of surprise to your main decks. I'm not saying that this is going to replace Bone Scavenger in any way, but it is definitely a really cool option to have on the side as well.
And there's like no outs to it, which is a big thing because it does come from your hand.
We are seeing a lot of people start playing more Matile decks, and this goes along with being an Argent unit that discards from your hand. So you got like the Silver King Pawns, they can add it right back to your hand, cool stuff like that. Alright, so the next card is our Argent Rare that we are given to reveal, and this one is very exciting. So it goes based along with the Hildian archetype, and it is Xyla, Speaker of Hildia. So this is a unit, it's a Mystic Elf. You can expel this card if you do not control a unit with abilities. Search your deck for up to 2 basic units with combined cost 5 or less, and put them into play. Destroy them at the end of the next turn. So, I feel like a basic way this is going to be played, you expel it at the end of your opponent's turn, get 2 basic units, and then you get to start attacking when you go on your turn. That's 2 units. You could be breaking 2 towers off of this 1 card. It's a 3-drop, so you can have it out you can have the units out as early as turn 4. And it just, in general, the way I kind of look at the basic units is that for something in any game where you have units or monsters, creatures, whatever you want to call them in any game, without abilities, what usually makes those decks playable is if you have other better units that manipulate multiple basic cards like that onto the board.
Yeah, and the big thing about this that I was talking about beforehand with Wyatt here was that if this card does lead into combos where you can put an Omega unit on it, it's going to basically break the Omega unit. Like something like a Nova Knight possibly for this this archetype would be crazy because you would already get 2 things to discard from underneath it.
Or if we even at any point in this set or maybe even next set, if we get any Hildian units that are Hildian Knights or anything like that, then instantly Nova Knight is a playable card with it, which would be insanely powerful. Alrighty, so those are the 3 cards we have, so we'll line them up again one more time for everybody to see them all together. So Glacial Shuriken, Marrow Slurper, and Xyla Speaker of Hildia. So Hokken is coming out on October 15th, I believe, right?
Yes.
All right, so just a few more weeks there, and then we're going to be diving into set 4. So everybody go out, buy some Hokken packs, and we're going to have a good time.
All right, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you hit that bell icon, you'll get notified when we post videos.